Graph below shows y is equal to a cos bx plus c. Find the values of a, b and c. This is a typical sort of IB question. Here you have the maximum is pi over 3 comma 1, and here you have 2 pi over 3 comma minus 3 and pi over 1. Now what can we do to try and help us solve the problem? This point is obviously minus 3. This point is obviously 1. If we try to draw on the graph, because we know it's a cos, we try to draw the proper graph of cos x, then we need to, this is pi by 2, we know this is pi, and this is the first part of cos x. So it's a rough idea to sort of know the graphs of cos, sine and tan x, be able to sketch them. When you do this on the graph, make sure you do it with a pencil, so in case you make a mistake, and make all the labelling here on pencil on your exam paper. Okay, so what we can see is also, if we put in what's known as the line of symmetry, or the axis of symmetry, which is red line here, we can very easily see that this is 2 units, and this is 2 units. But here it is positive, and here it's gone down to be negative. It's like in the opposite direction. So the graph has been reflected in the x-axis and then stretched 2 units. So A represents a stretch from the x-axis, and if negative, then there's also been a reflection as well. And therefore we can calculate A by doing minus 3 take away 1 over 2, which is minus 2. Or we can just look at this and we can say, this has gone down here, minus 2, this distance here. Sometimes this A is referred to as the amplitude. Okay, and we can see the amplitude here, starting at 0, is actually minus 2. Right, the B in here refers to the period. Now the period of any of these sort of graphs is 2 pi over B. So, what is the period of this graph that we got here? Well, we can see if we follow the red dotted line, it will repeat itself after 2 pi over 3. Therefore, if the period of these sort of graphs is 2 pi over b, then 2 pi over b has to be equal to 2 pi over 3. And therefore, very easily we can deduce that b has to be equal to 3. The C represents a vertical translation. Okay, and this time we can see because the axis has moved down by minus 1 unit. Okay, and therefore C will be equal to minus 1. So this was the graph of y is equal to minus 2 cos 3x minus 1. Now if you wanted to, you could check to see if that was correct using your GDC.